Hello. I am retarded. For like a week, I've been using different headphones because my headphones stopped working. And I mean, I suspected that it was because of the, I don't really know what it's called. What the frick is the terminology? What is the difference between a cable and a cord? Stack exchange. Well, whatever, I'll call it a cable. I thought the cable was the problem. Oh shit, it's junction. But like, because of my laziness, I just used a different pair of headphones that I found in the house. And, well, the headphones weren't all bad. I mean, they were alright. But anyway, that's not the point, really. Well, today, just a few minutes ago, or well, just a little bit ago, those headphones stopped working. So now I tried a different cable with my headphones. You know, my main headphones that I've been using for like 8 months. Or 7 months, whatever. I don't know. The headphones which broke like a week ago. Like I said, I suspected that the cable was the problem, so I tried a different cable. And it's working. The headphones are now working. So all this time I could have just used a different cable. But it wasn't so bad using these other headphones, so whatever. But now I'm back to my regular headphones. It does sound a bit off. Maybe that's just because of Team Fortress 2. Maybe I don't know. It does sound a bit off in Team Fortress 2, but not when I watched the YouTube video. It sounds a bit muffled in Team Fortress 2, but I guess that's just because it's low volume. Whatever. It's no problem. I'm guessing I'm just imagining things. lately on YouTube, the only game I've been Let's Playing is Team Fortress 2. Why? It's because I came to the conclusion that perhaps I would have more fun playing video games if I played them without recording. Because, one, it means I don't have to worry about talking and worrying about what I should say, what I shouldn't say. And two, it makes it so that I can play for as long as I want. Because the thing is, if you play for too long, the video is going to be rendering for too long. It kind of depends on the game, I guess. Like, I've had some... Well, it's weird, because I used to... Back in the day, I rendered 240p videos, and it would be really fast. It would render very quickly, but at some point that changed, and even the 240p videos rendered slowly. But not every game I play is 240p. Like if I play for long enough, the videos are gonna take too long to render and upload. I'm not gonna be able to keep up. With the rendering and uploading, it's not gonna keep up with the rate at which I'm playing. And furthermore, though this doesn't apply lately, if I were to play like at the wrong time of day and talk someone in real life might complain. And an example of this is yesterday, and also technically today because it went past midnight. Lately I've been very interested in Vex's Minecraft Super Hostile series. I've talked about it. I've watched a lot of speedruns. I've explored every map in spectator mode. I beat Infernal Sky 2 in the newest version of Minecraft. I cheated the potions, which had been turned into water bottles. But I've been unhappy because the Vex maps are kind of unplayable in the newest version of Minecraft because what I just said, the potions have been turned into water bottles. And also the new food system makes it so you have to go through a lot more food, just eat all the time, and there's not enough food in these maps, except maybe if you can set up a farm later. But even then, like, to have to eat all the time in combat, it's not great. And furthermore, the new combat system, so you can't spam click your sword or axe or whatever you're using, makes fighting monsters way more difficult. And also you can't block with your sword to minimize creeper explosion damage. Etc. I mean, I think I've also heard that that diamond armor used to be way better. So that's one thing, I guess. Another thing, I guess. And so, though I was able to beat Infernal Sky 2, to play all these other maps, I mean, it was quite the dilemma. Either I play it on the newest Minecraft version, which is really difficult, or I play on an old version of Minecraft and have to endure all the things which suck about the old versions of Minecraft, like for instance no sprint button. You have to double press W and things like that. There's just lots of small things, like how you open your inventory and your mouse ends up in the corner. And you can't place chests like next to each other. Like when you press shift and you try to make a double chest, you can't put it there like next to the chest. You have to put up another block, like if you're in the air. Yeah, like I was stacking multiple double chests on top of each other. Just small things like that. I didn't want to play on an old Minecraft version. And furthermore, the maps are really difficult, so like especially Legendary and Nightmare Realm. So it kind of sucked that I would never be able to beat these myself. Yesterday I decided to try playing Sea of Flame 2 in Minecraft 1.2.5, and hours later I had beaten Sea of Flame 2. And I am happy about that. It was fun. Turned out, playing on an old version of Minecraft, it's not that bad. Whilst sure, some things suck about it. Lots of great things about it. What I just said about the combat being way more fun. Like, the fact that you can, like, you don't have to wait like a second between every sword swing. And so yeah, you can hit a lot of monsters really fast. And you don't have to eat all the time. Well, I was eating rotten flesh a lot, which then you do have to eat often, but at least like it's not. Well, it just the hunger system is way better. And I was playing on easy mode. Which was like perfect. I enjoyed it. And sure, I'd explored like the entire map in spectator mode and watched speedruns. Well, actually not speedruns plural. At that point, I'd watched SpeedyCube 64s. Today I watched Absolute Psychopath's Sea of Flame 2 speedrun. But I didn't mind. Having already seen, like, already being familiar with the map, I didn't mind. I wouldn't say that made it worse. Maybe even it made it better. I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed it. Yeah, Sea of Flame 2 is an awesome map. I love its design. Like the... You know, like how it's built. It's beautiful. I especially like Rage Shadow Citadel. Might have been fun if Vex had put something on top of the roof, though. There's nothing there. But at least there's this, like this area, like under the roof, with ghasts. There's like a sword there. Yeah, isn't that the diamond sword with sharpness 4 that's in there? I never needed it. Or the other sword for that matter, the one with the diamond sword with sharpness, or no, knockback 2 and fire aspect 2. Because in Dungeon 2, there's an axe, which is tremendously good. That axe was so much more useful than I could have ever imagined when I first picked it up. And sure, I'd watched SpeedyCube64's speedrun in which he uses it. But, well, I guess I kind of still hadn't really realized just how useful it would be. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's possible that the diamond sword with sharpness 4 would have been stronger. Like, I mean, I couldn't really find any statistics on the strengths of the weapons in the old versions of Minecraft. I mean, like, I went on the Minecraft wiki and looked at old versions of the page, but it was unspecific. It was vague. I mean, it said swords were stronger than axes, but how much stronger? Because the thing is, the axe has sharpness 5 and the diamond sword is sharpness 4. So which one is stronger? But I didn't really care. I just kept using the axe. The only area in which I died in the game, in the map, was Dungeon 2. What's it called? Spire Depths? Yeah. I guess after I got that axe and the enchanted iron armor, which I think I got in... Like, I watched the speedrun and it seemed to be in Halls of Flame South. Yeah. After that, everything got a lot easier, I guess. And eventually my iron armor, my enchanted iron armor, broke. Like, it broke in the middle of me being in Dungeon 12. Shut up, Spider's Aug. It broke when I was in there, and like I was thinking before I went there, I was like, this armor is kind of gonna break soon. Will it hold out through this dungeon? I guess it will. Which was quite the mistake. I almost died. That armor really was very significant. After I lost 2 of the pieces, I think it was like the leggings and the boots. I suddenly took a lot more damage, and thanks to the potions, I was able to get out of there. Like, I was close to the wall, but I just went back. It was scary. And I also almost died in Dungeon 15. What's it called? The Battle for the Molten Depths? Yeah. That was a close one, but I had potions. I did not take my time in that area. I ran through it. And I was nervous. Or however you want to say it. I don't know, however you say it. And in a Snowball's Chance, Dungeon 16, I almost died also. But everything else was easy. I also did not take my time in Don't Blow It. I was quite worried about that dungeon. Because, like, at one point I realized that you could make fire resistance potions when I got blaze rods. Like, there was a blaze which attacked me on the surface, and I got blaze rods. And I was like, hold up. I saw slimes in Halls of Flame South. So you can make magma cream with that, right? And make fire resistance potions. Holy frick. Fire resistance potions? So you really can make fire resistance potions in this map. But I didn't have the slime balls. So I went into Don't Blow It without fire resistance potions. Creepers blew up behind me on the way out, but it was behind me, so I got out of there. I did make fire resistance potions later though, which I brought with me in Dungeon 14. Dance Above the Flame. But I didn't fall into the lava. And I brought my feather falling boots for Dungeon 16, a Snowball's Chance, which was a great idea. Otherwise I would have died, I think. Man, Sea of Flame 2 feels really simplistic sometimes. Like with, I don't know. Like, I guess areas like Spire Depths or Flare and the Rotten Caves, they feel really simple. Like, simplistic. But I guess I don't mind. I guess I shouldn't say that. That's kind of ridiculous, but I don't know. I don't know if that really makes any sense. Vault of Relics is bizarre. Oh yeah, and I was so confused. The cave spiders didn't... Cave spiders kind of makes no sense, really, to call them that. Well, I guess it... I mean, cave spiders you only find in caves, whereas regular spiders you can find in the overworld as well. I haven't really called them cave spiders ever until, like, recently. I guess growing up I called them poisonous spiders. Or venomous spiders. Well, I spoke Swedish. Giftspindlar. Yeah, ain't that right? Poison and venom are the same in Swedish. But the venomous spiders, they didn't poison me. But after a while, I thought that might be because I was playing on easy mode. I think that must be it. Was that changed ever, or is it still like that? That if you're playing on the easy difficulty, venomous spiders don't poison you? Yeah, it's still like that, it says on the wiki here. Interesting how they show it. Like, they show the hearts. Like, and on easy it says 2, and in parentheses, there's 1 red heart. And on normal it's 2, but it says 1 poison heart, and then hard there's 3, and then 1.5 poison hearts in parentheses. Interesting. I'm confused. Why does it say 1 per 1.25 seconds? As if that's different for other. I mean, poison is poison, right? It wouldn't be different. Well, whatever, maybe they're just saying. And what was really epic was that I was listening to Deep Purple whilst playing. I've been listening to Deep Purple since 2018. I don't remember exactly how it started. I guess I do. I knew about the song Smoke on the Water. And I guess I was like, well, that's cool. Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water. Alright, Deep Purple made Smoke on the Water. Okay, maybe I should listen to some Deep Purple. So I listened to the debut album, Shades of Deep Purple, whilst playing The Legend of Zelda. And then I listened to Book of Taliesin. Yeah, I was listening to Book of Taliesin whilst shooting arrows. But I only listened to half. That was the summer of 2018. I only listened to half of Book of Taliesin. Or approximately half. And then at some point I listened to the entire Book of Taliesin, and I don't know when that was. Maybe 2019. Sometime in... Well, I don't know. No, but I didn't return until, I didn't return... Yeah, I don't know. But at some point I listened to... Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, it was 2019 autumn. Yeah. I listened to Book of Taliesin, and I listened to Deep Purple, the third album. Deep Purple's third album. It's eponymous, isn't it? Deep Purple's eponymous album, the third. Often called Deep Purple 3. And I listened to Deep Purple and Rock. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Maybe that's when that must have been when I took a break, though. For a while. For like half a year. And then in the summer of 2020, I listened to Machine Head. Or sorry, Fireball. Fireball comes first. Well, I might be misremembering, though. Like, when I listened to Fireball. Yeah. I don't know. But whatever. And I listened to Machine Head. I do remember, though, that I listened to Who Do We Think We Are in summer of 2020, though. That I remember. And I listened to Burn. And I'm pretty sure I listened to Stormbringer also. But that's kind of like where I don't remember, though. Like, I don't remember if I listened to the entire album Burn. I'm pretty sure I did. And I don't remember if I listened to the entire album Stormbringer. I'm pretty sure I did. Or I'm not so sure. But I think I did. And then, a year later, here I am. Yesterday, I listened to Come Taste the Band, Perfect Strangers, The House of Blue Light, Slaves and Masters, The Battle Rages On, and Perpendicular. That's 6 albums. That's like the most music I've listened to in a day ever. And they were some pretty good albums, I guess. I guess the songs which especially stood out to me were A Gypsy's Kiss, Call of the Wild, and Mitzi Dupree. Like, I have this playlist of ones which I've especially liked, I guess. In which are... These are the ones. Hush, Mandrake Root, Listen, Learn, Read On, Ring That Neck, Kentucky Woman, Exposition / We Can Work It Out, Medley, Shield, Chasing Shadows, Pictures of Home, Smoke on the Water, Rat Bat Blue. So I mean, that skips over quite a few albums. Even like that skips over quite a lot. I mean, I guess there's some other stuff which kind of stood out to me, which isn't in the playlist. But yeah, I mean, I'm not paying much attention to the albums when I listen to them. Well, I was paying more attention when I was shooting arrows. But yesterday I was playing Sea of Flame 2. So not much attention is paid. it's weird. The I guess it's not so weird, but The Battle Rages On is not on Spotify. Like, as an album, it's on Spotify, but it's in this original album classics compilation, which it says 1990, but that's impossible. I mean, it has 3 albums. It has Slaves and Masters, The Battle Rages On, and Perpendicular. But The Battle Rages On was released in 1993, and Perpendicular was released in 1996. But anyway, like, Slaves and Masters does exist as its own album on Spotify, and so does Perpendicular, but not The Battle Rages On. So yeah, the plan has been to listen to Deep Purple's entire discography, except for live albums and bonus tracks. I don't feel like listening to those. Man, there's not much left, really. I've listened to the majority. There are 6 albums left. Yeah, so this ain't how I usually listen to music. I don't usually listen to 6 albums in a day. I usually take a lot of time with music to really take it in. Sea of Flame 2 and Deep Purple. It was a great combination. There is too much art to consume. You know, I've been reading manga. I've been reading Azumanga Daioh, but man, I read so friggin' slowly. I read so freaking slowly compared to other people, it would seem. So I mean, I'm still only on chapter like 15 or something. Yeah, chapter 15. I guess my focus on completion rather than being in the moment is really the problem. I think maybe I don't read too slowly. Maybe I'm just impatient. Focused on the wrong thing. Like I said, focused on completion rather than being in the moment. Oops. So I feel I am happy. I'm happy about how it went with Sea of Flame 2. Like that's the thing too. I was gonna say. You know, listening to Deep Purple while I was playing Sea of Flame 2, I wouldn't have been able to do that if I were recording a YouTube video. Because copyright strike, perhaps, you know? And, I mean, sure, maybe somehow it's possible to have some advanced setup that separates the regular desktop audio from the music, so I can edit it out, but... Well, no, that would be difficult. Look, the point is just, I think I've come to this conclusion that maybe I have been, maybe I've been, making, maybe this, Let's Playing is a bit much. maybe I should just keep it to myself. So that's why I only play Team Fortress 2 these days on YouTube. I think it might just be better if I, yeah, keep it to myself. I'm repeating myself. But yeah, so I'm happy about having beaten Sea of Flame 2. It's I feel satisfaction. However, I don't think I can feel that satisfaction with the other super hostile maps because they're too difficult. Legendary and Nightmare Realm, and I guess Waking Up is also too difficult. So I guess I'll never be able to beat those. Which makes me a bit unhappy. So I'm wondering what I'm wondering what I'm gonna do. I've been considering playing Sunburn Islands today, like giving that another try in an old Minecraft version. I can play that. I mean, that's much easier than Sea of Flame 2. I mean, that's the easiest super hostile map. I can play that. But what then? Do I even bother with any of the other super hostile maps? Do I even bother playing Legendary and Nightmare Realm? I don't know. I am a boomer. I've been limiting my social media use. What would count as social media? I guess Twitter, Instagram, Reddit. Discord, I guess. I mean, I used to use Reddit a lot when I was 15. And I've used Instagram a lot too, back in the day. I mean, I've limited that stuff, I mean, like, and I'm happy about it. I've used Discord a lot. I've been trying my best to not use Discord lately, and it's been going very well. Barely use Discord anymore. I don't use Twitter. I don't use Instagram. Snapchat I never used much, but Don't use that. And YouTube, does that really count? Nah, I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it's quite the same. I mean, it depends. I've just been trying to cut stuff out, which I suspect makes me feel worse for no good reason, if that makes any sense. Like, stuff that is just bad for me. I mean, I still use Tumblr, but I mean, I keep to myself on Tumblr. I mean, as far as I know, barely anyone looks at my Tumblr ever. And I mean, I don't advertise it because it's embarrassing. Maybe I'll delete some stuff and link it later, sometime later in the future. But like, I don't look at anyone else's stuff on Tumblr. I just keep to myself. So I mean, I don't really see a problem with that. Man, I just really had to stop using Discord though. I cannot handle interacting with other people. I like Tumblr. Tumblr gets a lot of hate. Maybe it's because of the community. Maybe it's because of the people on Tumblr, I guess. But Tumblr itself, though, I love Tumblr's like user interface, I guess you would call it. That's why it's the platform I use for posting, you know, stuff like text posts. Unless they're like really serious, in which case I post them to WordPress. But my WordPress has been quite the failure. And you know, like images and stuff like that. Like for instance, last night I posted a screenshot of me and the Victory Monument, me at the Victory Monument in Sea of Flame 2. You know, post about how I beat Sea of Flame 2. I like Tumblr. People complain about its archive system too, or by people I mean Jello Apocalypse, but I don't really see a major problem with it. I really like it actually, that no matter how confusing someone's blog layout is, like no matter how like, you know, like Tumblr blogs can look very different from each other. I just use the default layout, but some people's layouts are really just annoying. But then you can just add /archive and so you can look at the archive, so that's nice. Not that I look at people's blogs though, like I was saying. I just keep to myself. But if I am on someone else's and they have an annoying layout, that's something you can do. I like that. I like how in the archive you can also sort by post type. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, I like Tumblr. Yeah, Tumblr just has a much nicer layout than Twitter. And I mean, I guess it's kind of apples and oranges. Twitter is more about interaction between people. Tumblr is not that. I mean, Tumblr used to be that the only way you could interact with someone else on Tumblr, well, aside from direct messages, but like in a public space, the only way you could do that was by reblogging and adding a comment. But then they added this like comment feature but it's kind of narrow, you know? Like the window is really small. I'm back from dinner, and I cannot play. Weird, this has never happened to me before. I am a boomer. I hate this new trend of, I've talked about this before. This new trend of, I guess people are, I guess it's like, I guess it's like well, I'm kind of like confusing two different trends. There's this like stories trend, which Snapchat started, which Instagram and Twitter and YouTube have copied, which I dislike. Oh, and also another thing which Instagram copied was like notifications. Like people notifying people when you screenshot their story or the conversation. I think it's still on Instagram. I think it still notifies if you screenshot in a direct message conversation. But they actually removed that feature of notifying the person if someone screenshots their story. I hate that. I hate Snapchat. I hate the fact that it does that. Like notifies screenshots, because I screenshot all the time. Do it all the time. You want to know how many screenshots I have on my computer? Like, this isn't even counting all the ones from my phone that I've screenshotted on my phone. Just on my computer right here, I have 65,000 screenshots. And well, I think I've reduced the amount. I used to screenshot more, and I've like kind of reduced that now. But still, I screenshot a lot. Well, the thing is now, for instance, on Discord, I save screenshots as like their own things. Like, I screenshot more specifically and like save them as their own files in this special folder. The few times I'm on Discord, like I said, I've cut down significantly on the time I spend on Discord. But yeah, I hate Snapchat. I hate that whole idea of like things just disappearing. Like you know, you send a text message and like then it'll disappear right away if you like go away from it. Like, yeah. And things disappearing after 24 hours. This is the complete opposite of my style. Snapchat. But that's one thing. But what I really hate is or like, this is more topical, I guess. Like this is more recent. I guess it's only YouTube that has really been doing this. Wait, no. Instagram has been doing it too. Yeah. I remember now. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Instagram has been copying this too, as has YouTube and Instagram have been copying this. And I believe they're copying TikTok. So TikTok, I just hate TikTok. I hate TikTok. TikTok is YouTube, but horrible. I hate the TikTok video format. It's vertical instead of horizontal. And, well, okay, I haven't actually been on TikTok, really. But as I understand it, you can't skip through a video. Like, you can't rewind or go forwards through a video. So, like, if you want to watch something again, you have to watch the whole video over. I hate that. And all the videos are like, I believe, a minute at most long. It's horrible. I mean, short videos are fine, but to have every video be a short video, like, what the fuck? It's just horrible format. These short videos, vertical, and which you can't, like, skip through. Horrible format, and it's become tremendously popular, it would seem, and YouTube has been copying it. It's horrible. I'm a boomer. I like this. I like these this type of video. TikTok format is horrible. Shorts, YouTube calls them, and they've even made it so that anyone can make a short out of, like, clips of my videos. People can clip my videos, and, like, there's an option to disable it, but I don't know if there's an option for me to disable it on my entire channel. There might be a setting for me to disable it for all future uploads, but I don't know if there's any way for me to disable it for my channel as a whole. Like, usually I would allow people, and I do allow people to use my videos. Like, I mean, I'm for copyright abolishment, I guess. So, I mean, if you download my videos, that's fine, you can use that, I guess. But as shorts, please don't. I hate shorts. So I should disable that if I can. Like, I noticed it because this morning I went on the YouTube app and I saw that they had a completely new, like, one of the tabs, you know, at the bottom, like the buttons at the bottom of the screen. One of the buttons is now dedicated to shorts. It is horrible. Another thing I dislike about YouTube these days is the community tab, which only more popular channels receive. So I can't use it, but I don't like the community tab. I feel like text posts, like those kinds of text posts, I was talking earlier about Tumblr. Tumblr is a great website for that, I feel. But that should be separate from YouTube. YouTube's for videos, Tumblr is for the text posts. Those should not be the same. Those should not be on the same platform. I should not go into my subscriptions on YouTube and see text posts. I don't like the community tab. It's a worse version of even Twitter. Twitter's better. YouTube's community tab sucks. And I don't want it. I like the old discussion page. Well, the discussion page really isn't that useful either, but it's better than the community tab. Deep Purple sure does reference their old songs a lot in their songs, and also other people's songs. Well, in that first one on Deep Purple and Rock. And also, there's this one song I was listening to, like on one of these albums yesterday I listened to. There was a song where I thought they were referencing that Out of Touch song, but I'm not so sure, because then he sang out of mind, but it's actually out of time in that Out of Touch song, so I'm not sure it's a reference. Maybe though. Out of Touch is one of those songs that I want to dislike because it's popular, but well, I haven't even listened to the full original song, I don't think, but I can't help but enjoy it in combination with Lucky Star. Same thing about Toto Africa. Actually, there's this dude on Discord whose favorite band is Toto. So I may listen to Toto's entire discography someday. In the future, I might do that. Well, I probably wouldn't like it. Well, I don't know. There is too much art to consume. There's too much. I have maximum free time. It's summer break. I have maximum free time, and it still feels like I don't have enough time. If that even makes any sense. Well, whatever. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know, it's just, I'm just focused. I just have wrong mindset. Like I've said already in this video, I'm repeating myself, like a mindset of completion rather than in the moment, I guess. F10 plus spacebar. That's not real, is it? They're playing a trick on me, right? I wonder what it does, though. What the frick? There's an alternative to Alt F4? In Team Fortress 2, at least. Goodbye.